I'm South African, and I didn't think I'd actually make a video like this, but randomly out of the blue, I just got the urge to do it, and it really just sucks, man. We're gonna watch a video here together, and I'm gonna give my thoughts as a South African on this. The reason why we're watching the video is because to contextualize for people who don't know, and also so I can collect my thoughts better. But anyway, let's just get into it. And I had a little bit of comedy. This kind of reminds me of the Pornhub layout. Anyways, sorry. Trying to glean whatever I can from this situation, So yeah, the video kind of explains it all. Looting, riots, and it was all under the guise of Jacob Zuma, our previous president, getting jailed. Completely corrupt guy, and it's obvious at this point that it started out that way, but it clearly escalated into something way more, and just something horrible.
Do you think I'm going to sleep tonight?
Okay, let me just stop it there. And this is the first point I want to make is, so I think this thing is a tragedy on both sides. Because listen, I know I'm a white South African, and I'm very lucky to live where I live, and that so I know I'm speaking from a place of where I don't have to deal with the issues of this country necessarily, like at the brunt. So I want to make this very clear that I think this is a tragedy on both sides, both for business owners like this woman, and for also the people who are looting. Now listen, this isn't me justifying what they did. I think it's abhorrent, I think it's horrible, and I think they should be jailed for what they did. But, there's a lot of, as humans, yes, I'm wearing fingerless gloves, it's cold as hell. As humans, we often do this thing where we demonize and we distance ourselves, which I think is something that we shouldn't do, because they're human just like us. And if I was in their situation, who's to say I wouldn't do it? I'm not saying I would, but I'm saying if I grew up in that situation or whatever, who knows what I might be today, and who knows, I might also be looting and rioting because I'm desperate. Again, I'm not condoning it. I think they should be in jail, but it's important to remember these people are humans too. They're doing terrible things, but they're humans too. So let's just remember they have a brain like us. They have arms, legs, feet, hair, all that stuff. Okay? Anyway, but I do feel really bad for people like this woman.
When I see this, do you think I'm going to be able to just close my eyes and sleep?
And that's where I feel really bad, man, because it's me here. I'm gonna take this off because I feel ridiculous with it on. That's where I feel really bad, because number one, I live in a city in South Africa that hasn't really been affected, thankfully, which I'm very thankful for that. But second part to that is how I feel so bad for business owners like this. She owns this little shop here. It's obviously her livelihood. And now, the people who are looting, they just take away her livelihood. And it's not like she's drowning in money or anything or whatever. It's like, she's just an honest woman trying to do what she can to survive from what we know. It's like, yes, people are starving here and whatever, and not being able to get jobs, but looting just isn't the answer. It just isn't. Anyways, because all you're doing then is you're now taking power away from people who were close to powerless already, like people who have owned businesses and stuff, and they're getting on their feet, and now you're taking that away from them. Anyway, just living in this country, living it in my whole life, just seeing this, it's really sad.
Why don't I just sleep forever?
Yeah, exactly. It's like you just lose all hope at that point, I suppose, I mean, look at that. It's horrible to see. Yeah, I mean, I just don't have any words sometimes, because it's like, listen, in this country, death, violent crime, all the horrible things you can think of, it's dime a dozen in this country to happen day by day. But on this scale, no. I mean, what I'm used to seeing on a yearly basis is, okay, some tires get burned, some people die, whatever, but not like ATMs getting ripped out, and shops looking like they're now from the apocalypse. And I'm just not that. I've never really seen it go this far on such a huge scale before.
This time I can't believe it. I'm 40 years this country, but I can't believe
That was
it.
actually perfectly timed, because this guy, he said, I've lived here for 40 years and I can't believe it.
I'm 40 years this country, but I can't believe it.
And he's another shop owner. It's just, it's sad. It's sad. I'm going to try not to get too political about this, you know. I'm trying to not speak my opinion on government or whatever, just about the situation, you know. But I might. I'm going to see how I feel in this video. This is the other thing, is like they say it's not a state of emergency. It's like, I feel like it is, kind of. I don't know. Who knows
Stores
anymore.
At this mall in Diepkloof in Soweto have
Like,
been
look at that, dude.
ransacked. There's nothing left. And now soldiers and police have been deployed to places just like this to try and protect whatever little is left, and also keep looters
And what
away.
needs to be known, okay, is our army is a joke. Our police is a joke. There's no way they'd be able to hold it back if it continued, you know. Like, if it escalated, got bigger, and continued, there's no way. I just don't, you know, our police is under-resourced, our army's under-resourced and under-trained. So it's good that they're there now, but they should have been there a long time ago, in my opinion. Like, when the looting started, they should have been brought in there right away, you know, to control things. But anyway, that's just my opinion, so let's continue.
But preventing the looting in many areas in Johannesburg has proven
I actually know
difficult
someone-
and appears to be impossible to
I
stop.
actually know someone who lives in Durban, okay, where he's been more affected by this, and talking about, like, petrol shortages, food shortages. It's just, I don't know, it's just, like, sad. Anyway, and I mean, like, it literally looks like the apocalypse.
I don't know where.
Oh, I know that's a little hyperbolic. I'm not saying it is the apocalypse. I'm just saying that image there is like, right as the apocalypse starts in The Walking Dead or something, that's what the shops would look like. Do you know what I mean? It's just, it's sad our country's in this state. And actually, you know what? Fuck it. I am going to say something political. What the looters are doing is wrong. What is happening to these business owners is terrible as well. This could have been prevented if the government in power was not corrupt beyond belief. What happened in apartheid and whatever was horrible and terrible. But, it was just horrible and terrible. The government that was in its place should have fixed things, should have trained people, should have, you know, they promised a lot of things and just didn't deliver on those promises. Instead, bought BMWs for themselves and, you know, made themselves big houses and stuff, when they could have been putting that money towards the community, towards the impoverished. These people, like, the government has shown that they have the money to actually solve these problems by putting, for example, 10 billion rand into our national airline, which pretty much nobody uses because it's really bad. It's not a good airline. You know, why not put that 10 billion rand into other things, whether that's vaccine rollout or, you know, community outreach, you know, home development, things like that. Just, I don't know, dude.
I don't know where am I going to buy food. I don't know. As you can see, that it's bad. And as the situation, people are not working, but this is not the solution.
100%. Yeah. And this is the other thing, we've been under varying stages of COVID-19 lockdown for more than a year, which I get when we can't have the vaccine. But again, they could have planned it better. They could have secured more vaccines. They really could have. There's no excuse. Our government wants to say it's because the European countries in America are hoarding vaccines, and okay, maybe that's true to an extent, but we ordered vaccines so late. I'm sorry, it's just, you cannot. Anyway. Ugh. I mean, look at this, dude. Look at this. It's surreal to look at that. It's literally like, you know what it reminds me of? I'm talking about The Walking Dead again. In The Walking Dead, there's a scene where, like, Rick Grimes, he's kind of going along the highway on a horse, and there's all these cars littered like that. I mean, it's just... Look at... What the... I have to keep pausing, because even though this is happening, and I live in the country, because I live in a city that's been mostly unaffected by this, it's just still. I don't. Yeah, it's. Yeah, my God.
Now I'm angry because what am I supposed to do from now?
Yeah.
Where am I gonna get paid?
So look, this guy worked at McDonald's. McDonald's got fucking trashed and looted, and now he can't get paid. And I mean, he's just a restaurant. He's just an employee of McDonald's, or maybe not McDonald's, maybe a different restaurant. I don't know, but either way, it's hurting the hardworking people. Whether I don't know. I don't know, dude. I feel bad for this guy and people like him. I feel bad for that shop owner. It's just.
Where is my salary gonna come from?
Yeah.
Because this is my livelihood.
Yeah.
How am I gonna support my family?
Yeah.
Because of this.
Yeah.
And the criminals that have been rampaging these places. And the police were nowhere to be seen.
Yes. Exactly. Police were nowhere to be seen. I mean, I kind of thought something like this might happen eventually. I am kind of pessimistic like that sometimes about my country. You just look at the stats of everything, unemployment, violence, whatever. And for me, it was definitely a possibility in the cards that something like this could have broken out. That was in my mind. But to actually see it happening, it's just. And now you just hope that it does calm down for real, because it seems like it's starting to calm down, but you hope it really does calm down and doesn't blow over. Or sorry, doesn't like explode, it doesn't get bigger somehow. It does look like it's calming down, but something could set it off again, and then it gets even bigger, and then it comes to my city and more cities and other provinces. And if that happens, then it's just we're just fucked. We're just fucked. And you know what's even the worst? You know what's actually crazy? So we have something here in South Africa called taxis. Well, everyone has taxis, but okay, they're called minibus taxis, taxi ranks. It's essentially unofficial taxis. Some have licenses, some don't. They have a reputation for driving bad, but whatever. And they're usually armed, okay? And because of the lack of police, these taxi ranks have literally been fending off looters, dude. They've been in shootouts with looters. I'm not justifying anything, or I'm just saying what happened. And then the tragedy of it is a little like a 15-year-old kid got caught in the crossfire between taxi ranks and looters and died. And it's just like a life like that, 15 years old, dying, something that could have been avoided. I just hate to think of that, because I am 22, coming on 23 this year, and even from 15 to 23, there are experiences I've had that the fact that that kid is not going to be able to have them is just sad. Yeah. Anyways, this isn't, this video wasn't to give some sort of solution or whatever, just for me to vent. As you can see, my eyes are red. Yeah. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. Sorry for the very somber video, but yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.